Hey everybody, welcome to Obscurities in Miniatures. Today we have a new release from Legends of Signum. This is Baustek, the Devourer of Worlds. So he is very much a interesting looking demon with three heads going on. And if you guys have ever heard me, I love when things have way more limbs than they really should be. And we're going to count a head as a limb in this case. So, oh boy, let's see what we have in store for us today. So, interestingly enough, curious, I don't think I have any Legends of Signum cards handy, but for sure the look of this card is a little bit different than the other ones. I know the icons were in a different spot. I don't remember on the back side, but double check. I think at least the iconography is the same, but it's interesting. One of these days, and I say this with every single video I make for Legends of Signum and stuff, I will try out the game. Big base. Is that a 50 or a 60? Let's see what I have handy. I'm going to say it's a 60. It looks like a 60. I'll double check. Alright, what awaits us? We have a bag with a lot of parts. Let's get a closer look here. If I can zoom it in. Alright. Very ornate looking armor. Cast is nice and clean. I do like when we have really obvious keyed spots for the parts. One of the heads. Again, it doesn't look like there's going to be a whole lot of cleanup other than the leftover pieces from the casting gates. I think this is the body. Very spiky. We'll find out. One of the arms. Again, really nice detail. You can see just the individual marks on the claws, the chains. How is it? Yay! His scythe is actually nice and straight and not bent or anything like that. Again, really nice detail on that. I don't know if I'm going to paint the eyes as actual eyes being open. We'll see. Yes, solid and straight. I believe that's the arm that's going to hold it. More horns. I don't know what this is. I think this is a tail. I believe he's got a tail. Yeah, it looks like it's supposed to go like that. I don't know. This is complex. Armored head. Haven't got around to the third head yet. Let's see all the pieces. I believe these two are the shoulder ones. It would probably help if I looked at the card. Yeah. These are for the shoulder pads, and then this is the main head. I don't know if those are actually shoulders, heads, whatever. And then finally we have the other actual shoulder pad and his legs. So let's see if I can figure out roughly how to put this all together. I really do think that's a tail, though. Because then you have this thing. Maybe just weird spines, I don't know. And there is a tip. Okay, maybe it is a tail. Just a really long one. Quite a few parts. And then, yeah, that is the torso. So what do we have here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, about 13 pieces. All accounted and told for. So give me a moment. We will grab them all and get it put together. Okay, Baustek here is all built. Let's talk about him. So he is on a 60mm base. He's got a big base, and he does take up a good amount of the real estate on it. Definitely is a very three-dimensional model. He's not just kind of a flat, plain shape like some companies' other stuff that they put out. He is definitely pretty busy, and I gotta say, I really like how clear and crisp the details are on him. It's just gonna be a lot easier to paint him because I tend to go kind of wild with the primer and obscure a lot of those details. So it is a bit busy with the three heads. Believe it or not, I actually did put the heads, at least according to the artwork, on the wrong shoulders. This one's got the horns curving, whereas this one's go up. And looking at the card art, I put them on the wrong shoulders, but I don't think it's a big deal, and it doesn't really take away from the model, and everything fit. Both of the heads, however, had a really hard time connecting to the necks that go in there. And this is a problem I had with actually all the model, is that the insertion points for most of the parts was really shallow. So I had to cut down a lot of the insert keyed parts because otherwise nothing would fit. And so just something that maybe Signum, you guys should probably take a look at. Maybe it was just this model, because everything else I've had fit really simply and easy. And not to say that it was difficult to build, but I did need to cut down a lot of the insertion key parts because otherwise it wouldn't fit. The other thing was trying to get his hand attached. The weight of the scythe was just a little too heavy, so I had to put some stuff in there to kind of support it and prop it up. But now it's like perfect, and once I texture the base up, it's going to probably give it another contact point to help keep everything stable and sturdy. Other than the shallow contact points, I mean, there were really no issues. What I thought were horns were obviously his tail there, and it's just a nice overall model. He is a little bit smaller than I would expect for something on this base size. My first thought was obviously use it like a Demon Prince or something, since they're on similar base sizes, but I don't think he really has the size necessary to throw that, or accomplish that, I should say. Could make an interesting Chaos Spawn, but definitely some kind of a Demon Prince or something. I grabbed a Creature Caster Matriarch here just to give you a good sense of scale, and we'll grab our Witch Hunter friend here, who's probably going to be in trouble with this guy hanging around. So definitely visually unique. I mean, if you're going to go for like some kind of an Abyssal army in Kings of War, or any kind of demon-related theme for whatever your skirmish game of choice, or if you want to give it a shot as some kind of a Demon Prince, especially if you pile up a base to make him taller and imposing, I think it would work really well. Obviously, he does have rules for the game from Legend of Sigmund, and I was right in the fact that the cards are a little bit different. Now, I don't remember if you're supposed to draw them every turn or how that works, because you can see here the layout is quite different. All the pertinent information matches up okay, but the backs are a little different. This is kind of scuffed. So I'm not sure if that's actually an issue, or I believe you just have to lay out the cards anyways when you play. So that could be neither here nor there. I'll have to double check. And I know they have the rules. They should have the rules still available online if you are curious as well. I will put a link down below, because I honestly feel like Legends of Sigmund is doing a great job of keeping alive that kind of Rackham confrontation style of artwork. I mean, obviously, a lot of their early sculpts were not outright swipes, but definitely, obviously, heavily inspired by the style that Rackham had going on. So I really miss that stuff, and it is nice to see somebody continuing that. And I'm looking forward to seeing what they've got coming soon. I know they've been showing off kind of bug, plant-themed elf people. So kind of like were they the Daikini elves? I don't even remember what they were called. I know they had the kind of weird bug stuff too. Anyway, I'm rambling on about other stuff, but definitely take a look at their website. They just upgraded it, and they've got all kinds of interesting models there as well. And I'm sure we'll be seeing more of them soon on this channel. So if you're curious, definitely take a look, and we'll be back with more. With that said, this is High Lord Tamberlane with Obscurities and Miniatures, saying thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll see you back here soon. Bye-bye.